Hello everyone and welcome to Autocrat. This is episode 92, A New Aeneas.
Yes, surely every bit as glorious as the old Aeneas.
Maybe. Listen and find out.
Exactly. So, we left off not with A New Aeneas last time, but instead covering the story of Brutus from Geoffrey of Monmouth's History of the Kings of Britain. But the episode before that was the father of this new Aeneas. So what have you been thinking of the family so far?
Quite nice. A bit of drama, a bit of inconsistencies on who is who and etc. But alright.
Yeah, well, expect more inconsistencies today.
Of course.
So, as per usual, let's start with Cassius Dio.
Yeah, our boy.
Yes. We last left him with the story of Silvius, because remember, Brutus' story is kind of separate from everything else.
Yeah.
Cassius Dio tells us that Silvius was the father of someone called Aeneas. So, as we've said, this is Aeneas II. A glorious reign, right?
Sure.
Yeah, he was succeeded by his son Latinus. That's all we get.
Right. Thank you, Cassius Dio.
Yes. Does Ovid have a bit more for us? Maybe.
It might
hopefully.
do. Ovid tells us that Aeneas was the father of Latinus.
So far, so consistent.
Yep. It was to him that Aeneas II gave the title of king to.
Yep.
We also learned that Aeneas handed him a scepter belonging to an ancestor.
Right.
Now, that could be Aeneas I, but we don't get more than that.
Sure.
And I don't remember Aeneas I getting a scepter anyway.
He might have had one somewhere that we never knew about.
I seem to remember he got this sword and shield from his mom that was made for him. But the sword could be like looking like a scepter, I guess.
Maybe they melted it down into a scepter.
Maybe, but we just don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all we get about Aeneas II and Latinus from Ovid, as a matter of fact.
Okay. Loving the lack of detail so far.
Now, is our boy Livy gonna save us?
Well, he says that the son and successor of Silvius was Aeneas Silvius. Remember that everybody got this suffix Silvius added to their name from here on in, and I'm just not dealing with it.
Yeah, I think you keep removing them and just calling them with numbers.
Yeah, it's easier to keep Aeneas II separate from Aeneas I rather than Aeneas and Aeneas Silvius. It's just easier. Now, enjoy that little bit about Aeneas II, because that's all the detail Livy gives us. His successor was Latinus Silvius, or Latinus, who became the next king of Alba Longa. And Latinus doesn't even have any details on him either in Livy, so Livy runs off to the next king.
Right.
So far, so glorious. Now, Dionysus of Halicarnassus actually gives us something. Aeneas ruled for...
Probably since everyone rules for anywhere between 25 to 40 years, I'm gonna say something like 33.
Yeah. Well, close enough. He ruled for 29 years.
Oh, not bad.
Now, this next bit I don't think you have seen in any way. How long does Latinus last?
I'm gonna say 5 years.
51 years.
Oh!
According to Dionysus.
I had the 5.
You did have the 5. You didn't have the T, though. Now, Dionysus thinks he ruled for 51 years rather than 50, which we'll see in other sources. We'll get to that in a minute, so who knows? Maybe he died slightly over halfway through the 51st year, or something like that. So, let's now turn to Diodorus and Book 7 of his work specifically.
Okay, book 7.
Yep. Aeneas II followed Silvius.
Yes, so far so good.
According to Diodorus, he reigned for 30 years, and the only thing Diodorus tells us about him is that he ruled for 3 decades.
Which is 30 years.
Yeah. Latinus ruled after Aeneas II for 50 years, so again, slight discrepancy, but more or less accurate. Diodorus calls Latinus active in both war and in peace. He supposedly founded 18 cities, and we actually have their names.
Oh, well, if we get information, that's new. I wasn't prepared.
Yeah, are you ready for this?
Yes.
These cities are supposedly called the Latin cities, and they are Tusculum,
Yeah.
Cora, Lanuvium, Satricum, Aricia, or Aricia, I'm not sure, Boilum, sometimes called Bola, Tibur, Gabii, or Gabii, we'll come back to that one. Crustumerium, we will also come back to that one. Canina, Cameria, Medulia, Praeneste, Pomatia, Scaptia, Labicae, Telenae, and Fregalae.
Thank you for this little Latin course.
You're welcome. I only mention these because we are coming back to at least some of them.
Very cool.
My reading ahead actually has these names in them.
I hope we come back to Tibur.
I think we might do. I'm not sure.
It does sound cool.
Yeah. They were probably all thinking, Tibur, I like that name. Maybe slightly different, but I do like it. It reminds me of a river for some reason. Ooh. Oh well, probably not important. But anyway, all of these you have Latinus to thank for.
Okay.
And according to Diodorus, Latinus' son Alba became the king once Latinus died.
Okay, so we get the name of the next king then.
We do. Now, let's turn to Appian, shall we? I'm sure he'll have loads for us.
No, it just confirms that Aeneas II is the son of Silvius.
Nothing else?
No.
Amazing. Come on, Nuremberg Chronicle, rescue us. Aeneas II, as we've seen, ruled for about 31 years, so we are saying from 1111 to 1080 BCE. We've actually hit the 1000s, let's call them. We're so close to the first millennium BCE.
We are.
However, Latinus ruled for a very respectable 50 years, so we're saying between 1080 and 1030 BCE. Little nugget for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the longest reign the Nuremberg Chronicle gives us for any of the kings of Alba Longa.
Alright, so he's the winner.
He's the winner. Apparently, Latinus' 50 years of rule came at the same time King David ruled over in the Kingdom of Israel. Okay.
That's a cool fact.
Yeah, that's just a fun little detail I wanted to throw in there. And again, as we've seen before, Latinus' successor is Alba Silvius, but the Nuremberg Chronicle says that Alba was the son of Aeneas II and thus the brother of Latinus.
Okay, so a bit of not being sure between two sources there.
Yeah. Now, if you want, you can pick which one he is.
I like the idea of him being his son. Because we've already done the whole, brother thing.
Fair enough. So, that's what we're saying. Canonically, Alba is the son of Latinus, not his brother. Everybody deal with it, that's now final. Now, interestingly, the Origo does not mention Aeneas at all.
Okay.
Or Alba. Instead, it goes straight to Latinus from Silvius.
So, to the middle guy.
Yeah.
So, we don't deal with his dad or his son, we just deal with the middle guy, Latinus.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And does it tell us anything about Latinus?
Not really.
Oh.
Not as far as I know anyway. My notes do not have anything else in them.
So he ignores people, but also mentions someone, but then tells us nothing about him.
Are you having fun with how horribly vague this whole period is?
I am, actually.
Okay, well, I've got something for you.
Yeah?
You are going to love next episode.
Okay.
It's typos, which I have blown up into actual differences because it's funny and it will make you laugh.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, great. Well, that will have to wait for next episode, though. So until then, thank you all for listening, and have a great week, everyone.
Have a great week.